I don't trade the 5-minute chart. This is a 2-minute chart. 2 or 3-minute. 5 minutes, your anchor chart. I'm just talking about getting the trade. This is the trading chart. But do you understand the trade is over? It's either over if price breaks your exit level, or if you decided up front, I'm going to look for $30 on phase one. That's all I want to do. I just want to get it, sell it, get it, sell it, so that I can get this muscle memory of being able to spot the shift correctly, get a good pull back entry, set my exit. Ooh, that's the most important of the three, right? And then just execute. These 4 things I want to get really, really good at. Everybody clear? Colorado, you clear about that so far before I move on? So then the question was, when do you get the credit spread? So now let's just say you're in phase 2. You've done that brilliantly. You've done it live, and you've probably added $1,000 to your account because you did so many debit spread sell. I get it. And now you're going to say, all right, well, now that I got that debit spread, it cost me $210. I got it on paper now. So if you already know that you got the 69.75, 69.80 debit spread, as soon as you decide on paper, okay, that's the mid price, there it is, it says 210, right where I wanted to get it, it says 210, I'm going to write down 210. So you write down 210, you write down the time of day, whatever it is, 11:45, you write down the strikes, 75.80, and now you say to yourself up front, what do you say? What's the next thing I want to look at? Somebody tell me. What's the very next thing you do? Hiccup. Thank you. Exit. Where is my exit going to be? Right at 69.70. All right, if it hits 69.70, bye-bye. Okay, I have that. Beautiful. Now, I don't have to wait. I immediately put a limit order in for this. So I go to my platform. I immediately go, I see 69.80 is the short strike here. I immediately go 69.80, 69.85, credit spread. I already decided I want to make $30. So I put a limit order in for 240. Now, obviously, if you're doing this on paper, you just write down 240. And then when you go to this in your platform, the mid price, it's probably going to say something like, 185, right? 170, whatever, right? So now you're watching price. And if price moves into your debit spread, if you had a debit spread, you would be selling it. But you're going to hold on because this is phase 2. As soon as you get in the money here into that credit spread, it only has to be 7 points, about 7 to 9 points max. You don't have to get up to the top here. You just have to get inside it. As soon as you get inside it, I bet you'll be about 240, 250. And as soon as you see price hits the number that you wrote down on the piece of paper, and it says 240, guess what? Trade over. You write down the time, you write down the 240, which you did, but now you've got the 75, 80, 85s. So now you're going to wait until the end of the day to be able to track if maybe price finished at 69.80. Well, if it did, well, look what happened today. Look at where price finished today as an example. If you did this trade, look at where price finished. 69.76.44. Well, guess what? You got the 69.75 call, don't you? So do the math. That means you made $144. You are $144 inside the net, plus the $30 you made here. One contract, $174, and you don't even know what the F you're doing yet because it's all on paper. Does that make sense, Colorado? So as soon as you put the debit spread on and you fix your exit, just go ahead and put a limit order immediately for your credit spread at whatever number you want, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks. I gauge how much I want to get for the credit spread based on previous swing. In other words, if I'm getting it here, I'm probably not, I don't know the day. I don't have the day as history. So I'm probably going to try to just get maybe 30 bucks for the credit spreads. Maybe 30, 40 bucks for the debit spread, 40 for the debit spread, 30 for the credit spread, maybe 20, just so I can get into the trade. Then I watch price action. Now when I'm here, I'm like, this is a pretty good move. Price seems to be moving, but there is resistance here. Everybody see that? So instead of me trying to get 40, I'm going to just get 20 for the debit spread, 20 for the credit spread. Why? Because look at the price action. I'm looking at it right here, and I look left and I see this, and I go, oh boy. And I look left and I see this, and I go, oh boy. I got a double resistance here. And sure the fuck, look at this, right there. Pulled back here, didn't it? Now, once I break that to the upside, if I were to take this trade maybe, I may give myself more room. Why? Because I broke through this. Next time around, on the way down, I'll probably go a little easy because this is the first time I got a reversal to the downside. The next one, I'm going to lean in because I have history and I don't have support until here. So if you look at your support and resistance levels when you are in the trade, it can kind of give you a tone if you want to be aggressive and try to get more than 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Sometimes, if I'm going to get this trade right here, boom, 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 I may say, you know what? My goal here is break even. I'm going to see if I can sell the debit spreads as quickly as possible for like 30 bucks. So if I paid 210, I'm going to sell these debit spreads, half of them, for $30. And I'm going to use that $30 and then get the rest of my credit spreads right at 180. Look how easy that's going to fill. I use the debit spread cash to finance the credit spreads. Now I've got how many butterflies? For free. Or I could just say, you know what? I'm going to use most of it. I'm going to use most of this and see if I can get this sucker for $290. I'm already at 170. I'm going to just go to 190. And now I'm going to make what? I'm going to make $10 per. You see how you can use the money for the debit spread to finance the debit spread to finance the credit spread? That's why we teach you phase 1 is buy the debit spread, sell the debit spread. Phase 2 is buy the debit spread, sell the credit spread. And phase 3 is buy 2 debit spreads, sell one, and convert the other. And use some of that credit to help pay for that if you need to.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comments section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.